What is up, language foodies, global diners, and future fluent English superstars? Welcome back to the official podcast from Aprende Inglés Fácil, the absolute best spot on the internet to make mastering English simple, practical, and incredibly fun. I am Ethen, your high-energy communication guide, and I am sitting here with the wonderful, the brilliant Lili. How is your appetite today, Lili?
Absolutely. Now, Lili, today we are tackling a situation that gives almost every single English learner a massive spike of adrenaline. It's not a job interview, and it's not an exam. It's walking into a restaurant in New York, London, or Miami, having a waiter stand over your table and trying to order your dinner.
Oh, the restaurant panic is incredibly real. I can't tell you how many brilliant students have confessed to me that when they travel, they avoid sit-down restaurants entirely. They just go to fast food places where they can point at a picture on a screen or use a touchscreen kiosk simply because they are terrified of messing up their order or not understanding the waiter's questions.
Yes, it feels so stressful. You're trying to read a menu with 100 words you don't know. The waiter is speaking super fast. People are talking loudly in the background, and your brain completely freezes. You end up ordering the random item your finger lands on, even if it's something you don't even like.
Exactly. But today, we are going to erase that anxiety forever. Today, we are mastering the art of ordering food at a restaurant. We aren't just giving you a list of words, we are going to shadow the real interaction, the common questions waiters ask, how to make modifications politely, and how to sound completely relaxed and natural.
So if you're ready to eat out with total confidence, make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let's dive straight into day 5.
Let's look at the absolute biggest mistake language learners make when ordering food. Because of direct translation from languages like Spanish, many students walk up to a counter or look at a waiter and say something like, "Give me the chicken," or "I want a burger."
Oh, ouch! Lili, if a customer looks at a server and says, "Give me the chicken," it sounds incredibly demanding, rude, and aggressive in English culture. It sounds like you are ordering a servant around in a movie.
Exactly. Even if your tone is friendly, the phrase "give me" or "I want" lacks politeness in English dining etiquette. Instead, native speakers use soft, conditional structures. We say things like, "Could I get the," "Can I have the," or "I'll have the."
Right. And notice how we don't pronounce them like isolated blocks. We don't say, "Could I get the?" It blends seamlessly into a single musical phrase. Could I get the? The sounds melt into one another.
Yes. Another major issue is that students are often prepared to say what they want, but they are completely unprepared for what the waiter is going to ask them. A waiter doesn't just take your order and walk away. They are going to hit you with a barrage of quick questions.
Oh, definitely. If you order a steak, they'll ask, "How would you like that cooked?" If you order a sandwich, they'll ask, "What kind of bread?" or "Does everything on that look okay?" If you order a drink, they'll ask, "Is tap water fine or would you prefer bottled?" If you aren't listening for those questions, you'll just stare at them blankly.
Which is why shadowing restaurant interactions is a total game changer. It trains your ear to recognize the waiter's cues, and it trains your vocal muscles to respond with polite, automatic, native-sounding structures. It shifts you from being defensive to being completely in control of your dining experience.
That is a fantastic breakdown, Lili. Let's map out the 3 distinct stages of a restaurant interaction so our listeners have a perfect game plan for their next trip. Stage 1, the seating and drinks. Stage 2, the main event, ordering. Stage 3, the modifications and extras.
Let's look at stage 1, seating and drinks. When you walk into a restaurant, the host will usually ask, "How many in your party?" or "Table for how many?" Once you sit down, the server will almost always start with, "Can I get you started with something to drink?" or "Are we ready to order?" or "Do you need a few minutes?"
A classic native response if you need more time is, "We're still looking. Can we get a few more minutes?" Simple, clear, and perfectly polite.
Then comes stage 2, the main event. This is where you place your actual order. Instead of stressing about perfect grammar, just lock down your go-to phrase. My personal favorite is, I'll go with thee, or I'll have thee. For example, I'll have the Caesar salad, please. It sounds incredibly natural, confident, and smooth.
And finally, stage 3, modifications and extras. This is where people get truly terrified. What if you're allergic to onions? What if you want the dressing on the side? What if you want to swap fries for a salad? You need the magical phrase, is it possible to, or can I substitute the, for?
Yes. For example, is it possible to get the dressing on the side? Or can I substitute the fries for a side salad? Waiters hear these requests 100 times a day. As long as you use that soft structure, it is completely normal and polite.
It really is. I had a student who went to London for a vacation. She had a severe dairy allergy, and she was terrified of eating out. She told me she was planning on just buying groceries and eating in her hotel room.
Oh, that breaks my heart. Missing out on British pub food or amazing London restaurants because of fear?
Exactly. So we sat down and spent an entire week shadowing specific allergy alert phrases. We practiced the exact intonation to state her allergy clearly, but politely. She learned to say, I have a severe dairy allergy. Is this dish made with any butter or milk?
And how did her trip go?
She emailed me from London, sitting in a beautiful restaurant, and said, Ethan, I said the line to the waiter, he smiled, checked with the chef, and brought me a completely safe, delicious meal. I didn't feel stressed at all. That is what we do here at Aprende Inglés Fácil. We give you the tools to experience the world without limits.
That is an amazing success story, Ethan. Now, before we open our live practice lab, let's look at the pronunciation secrets for ordering. When we say phrases like, I'll have the word I'll shouldn't sound like 2 syllables. It sounds almost exactly like the word all. Listen, I'll have the.
Yes, and when we ask for the check at the end of the meal, we don't say, give me the bill. We say, can we get the check, please? Notice how can we get blends into can we get.
Let's practice those exact rhythms right now. Don't be a passive listener sitting in a chair. Stand up, pretend you are sitting at a trendy cafe, and shadow like an absolute pro.
Welcome to the live practice lab for day 5. Lily and I will deliver a restaurant-style line twice, clearly and with natural conversational rhythm. We will leave a pocket of silence right after. Your job is to shadow us immediately with full energy. Let's go!
Hi there. We need a few more minutes to look at the menu, please. Hi there. We need a few more minutes to look at the menu, please.
Fantastic. Now let's order a drink. Can I get an iced coffee and a glass of tap water, please? Can I get an iced coffee and a glass of tap water, please?
Great job! Now let's move to set 2, ordering and modifying. Remember to use your soft, polite tones here. I'll have the grilled chicken sandwich, but is it possible to get the sauce on the side? I'll have the grilled chicken sandwich, but is it possible to get the sauce on the side?
Let's try swapping a side item. Listen to the rhythm of substitute. Can I substitute the French fries for a side salad, please? Can I substitute the French fries for a side salad, please?
Brilliant! Now let's wrap up the meal with set 3, the complete closing interaction. This is a fluid 2-sentence sequence to finish your restaurant experience smoothly. Shadow right behind my voice. Everything was delicious. Thank you. Can we get the check whenever you have a chance? Everything.
Outstanding work today, everyone! You just successfully navigated an entire restaurant interaction from start to finish. Feel how natural those structures become when you practice them with the right rhythm? You don't need to overcomplicate things.
You just need simple, polite words spoken with confidence.
Exactly, Ethan. And now it is time for your Day 5 homework assignment. Look up a clip of a restaurant scene from a movie or a TV show on YouTube with English subtitles turned on. Find one single phrase a character uses to order food or talk to the waiter, pause it, and shadow it out loud 10 times in a row.
And once you do it, type that phrase in the comments section below right here at Aprende Inglés Fácil. Let us know what you would order if you were sitting in a restaurant right now. Lily and I read every single comment.
We sure do. Tomorrow, for Day 6, we are taking our shadowing challenge to the next level by exploring shopping, clothes, and asking for prices so you can navigate any store with absolute ease.
Hit that subscribe button, hit the follow icon, turn on the notifications, and we will see you right back here tomorrow. Until then, keep eating well, keep practicing, and keep shadowing here on Aprende Inglés Fácil.